Hello all and welcome back to Project Cars 2. I know it has been some time since we've done a video. The channel's been very race room heavy of late, but just been really enjoying a lot of the content that's in there and some of the stuff that series that I like running with it. So got some time and we're going to switch back and do a Project Cars 2 video. We're going to do the IMSA race at Weathertech Raceway, Laguna Seca. I know we did one in race room. We did the DPs and the GTE 3s. And I mentioned in there Project Cars 2 allows us to actually run all three categories of IMSA here. So we're going to do that. We're going to run the GTE class since we weren't able to do that. And we're going to run the Ford, which actually won the race. We were able to stick it on pole. And yeah, the race should be pretty interesting here. The LMP2 in front of us was actually kind of slow and was holding us up at points. So it's going to be pretty interesting race-wise and pace-wise if we're able to stay with him. Could be interesting. I'm not sure how it's going to play out, with some of the competition in our class behind us, but we're going to do 12 lap race, similar to what we did, but different in the sense that we're going to do a different time frame. So we're going to do dusk into the evening here, which is always fun and really great about Project Cars 2 with the time transitions. You can really play around and do some fun things that you wouldn't normally get to do. So yeah, we're going to run that. It's going to change the sight lines a little bit and your braking points and stuff like that. Just, if you are used to a shadow or something like that, you have to change that. So let's get the race underway here and see how this one shakes out. The Corvette on the outside of us got a little feisty down into turn one under braking. I believe he's still there. MP2s in front of us were a little slow. So this is what I was kind of talking about. It's interesting is the AI set at 95. Now if they're just being careful there for a slap or not, but we probably shouldn't be this close to them. Really bunching. We're going to be careful with them into the corkscrew here. Make sure we don't get any front end damage. It makes me wonder if they're actually going to get around, and we'll have to deal with them as far as trying to lap us if we're racing them. And passing them. Got a couple wheels off on the grass there. Just got a little bit too wide. So we're going to lose a couple spots here. That's okay though, still early in the race. Should be able to work back here. And it gave us a little bit of a gap to the LMP2 cars here to work. Yeah, he hung on the outside there. The aggression's up as well, 95% I believe, so. I'm sure you can hear at some points of the track it sounds like the bottom scraping. I have the car set pretty low to the ground, so it might be something that hurts us in some spots with the dragon, but you want that car as low as you can. A lot of elevation here. Good throttle down there. Good through there and try and sneak by. Looks like we're really good in the last corner, can really carry a lot of speed there and get back to throttle a lot better than the AI. Wasn't really sure his line, so I kind of backed off early there. It's my first time chasing him through there, so no point being too aggressive and making another mistake. We know we can catch back up. Crossover here as he goes to defend. I'm not sure if he's still there or not. Alright, so we're back up a second here before the halfway point, so pretty happy with that. Means we don't have to take too many chances here with this Corvette. We can kind of run some good laps and pick our spot. Hopefully pick our spot, I should say. Again, Project Cars 2 does such an amazing job with day-night transitions, and just the look of it all is just amazing. They do really, really well. It's so much fun to do those in this title. And the ability to go through all 24 hours in a short race is really great for us as doing videos, because it can really show on different tracks in the series how it works and different conditions. It's so interchangeable. Wow. I have to push a bit now. fall off the cliff there. Good news is the guys behind haven't really been able to close up too much with those mistakes. This Corvette in front's got some pretty good pace here. Using only a tenth and a half off my call time, so we're pretty comparable in pace. Better exit through there. Alright, we got 5 laps to go. We're under a second away. Really good first corner there. Listen to that rumble. Bad angle there. Made up for it there, coming out in the front stretch. Like I said, it's perfect because we still have enough time that we don't have to get desperate with our move. Kind of pick our spot. At the same time, we don't want to be too patient where we then make a mistake and don't have any time to claw our way back up to him. We've run away from those guys behind. Nice, good exit there. Should get him and clear him. I don't anticipate running away from him at all. I hope I do. I know you guys don't want to with 3 laps to go. I'm just trying to put in some really good laps here, keep this gap. Those last two corners is where I'm really making time. Two to go. We got a 2-second keep. Just try and keep this nice and clean as I say that. Take it real deep into turn 1 and 2 and mess up a little bit. So you shift it down to first. Alright, here we are on to the final lap. LMP2 cars are not going to get around to us. So it should be clean sailing here to the finish. We know how those, whenever I say that, you know how that works in some of my other videos. Mistake City usually happens, but try and be conservative. Make sure we bring this thing home here. We got a nice comfortable lead. I made sure to put enough fuel in so we don't have to worry about running out of fuel. There's no pit stops, obviously, so try to take out many of the factors that usually keep me from finishing it off. Obviously, I don't need to win every video for it to be entertaining or anything like that, but I'd like them to be entertaining at least. There we go. Brought it home, got the victory for the Ford. Obviously, if you follow IMSA racing, you know that this was last year, the Ford. There's some talk about maybe some customer teams, but it's been pretty quiet of late, so not really sure what's going to happen in that. Petit Le Mans coming up might be the last time that we see this car race. It's kind of a shame, but yeah, same thing. Corvette C7R is going away. Next year will be that mid-engine C8, and then yeah, the Porsche 911 RSR is going to have a different tone to it with the exhaust note on the side of the car. So, little changes in IMSA as far as GTE goes, but thank you for tuning in. And like I said, we'll be getting back to the Project Cars 2 a little bit more as well, and we'll be quite so racer heavy. But as always, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.